What up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Mic check, mic check. I'll actually bring it up a little bit more. Yeah, mic check, mic check. Bring it up a little bit more. I'm gonna put it on this side. Put it on that side. But good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again. Hopefully y'all doing all right. If y'all can hear me, please let me know. Doing the mic check, making sure the mic is working. If y'all can hear me, please let me know. Let me know, let me know. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? Let me know before we get rolling. Let me know before we get rolling. Can y'all hear me? Is it good? Can y'all hear me? Y'all let me know in the chat. I just gotta know. Can y'all hear me? All right, cool, cool. Y'all can hear me. All right, what's up, Nana? What's going on? Good morning to everybody. Hopefully everybody is doing well this morning. Man, work is work. Work has been work. Work has been work. I have an off day tonight. So my goal is to try to go live tonight and see what's cracking that way. Go live and see what's going on. But a pretty busy day today. We got a pretty busy day today, even though I'm off. We're still working. We're still working, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully everybody's been doing good, man. Hopefully everybody has been doing good. Currently, right now, I am on a mission to get back to my contingent business. You dig? Contingent agency work, getting back to that game. What up, Toya? What up, Toya? What up, Toya? What's cracking? Shout out to everybody in the room right now. Shout out to everybody in the room right now. But yeah, like currently right now, I'm ready to get back to that travel agency, that agency bag. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I am beyond excited about my trip that's coming up. Too excited. Too excited. But man, let's get into it. You said you're doing amazing. Just passed your ATI. Congratulations, sis. To Sean Evans. What's going on? Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Um, we finna get into it. We about to get into it. I'm just trying to figure out what's when these social workers and when these admission reps when they are getting these patients, I'm really starting to wonder, are they just to the point to where they just say screw it and we just gonna get what we can get? Because I just feel like now, man, like they like in the long term care parts, some of these patients that are starting to get admitted, some of these patients are not my fault, y'all. Some of these patients are not long term care material. I'm being dead serious because y'all see what the topic is for today. A patient actually assaulted a nurse, and not only did the patient assault the nurse, and this is nothing new. This is nothing new. But not only did the patient assault the nurse, the patient beat the hell out the nurse. The patient beat the hell out the nurse. Now, I don't know how this works once you get arrested as a patient, and how HIPAA and everything like that works, because they put his face and his name out there on the article. I forgot to link the article, but the article is called New Haven Man Charged with Assault on Nurse. So y'all can go look the article up. I didn't show the man's face because he was a resident, but I ain't want to go there because I really don't know how HIPAA laws work, even though he wasn't my patient. It's in a totally different state. But yeah, it's getting crazy out here in this game. Very crazy. But it says an assisted living resident was charged with a first degree felony assault after allegedly attacking and threatening to delete a on duty nurse last Monday morning. And I meant to talk about this when it first happened. I just didn't get a chance to. We had an active opioid user in one of my facilities and several folks with broken limbs. You said several folks with broken limbs only. They just demand anyone who can pay, apparently. Yeah, that Medicaid is a beast right now. You dig? But then it goes on to say, according to the probable cause statement, at approximately 3:19 a.m., Washington police responded to a call from an assisted living facility on West 12th Street in response to a report of an assault. When the police arrived, the resident of the facility, I'm not gonna say his name, admitted to assaulting the on-duty nurse. So the resident said, "Yeah, I did it." This is the kind of stuff I be, especially you ladies out there, especially you petite there. Y'all have got to understand, no job is worth your life. No job is worth your life. And I know some situations you cannot really avoid it. You know what I'm saying? But then you do have those situations where some nurses try to be like super nurse and everything like that. And I'm just like, nah, it ain't worth it. You dig? It's not worth it, bro. Your life is a lot more valuable. Your life is a lot more valuable than what these places try to act like they are. A few months ago, or last year, a nurse lost her life chasing a patient that ran out into the street, got hit by a car. Patient still alive, and that's good that the patient is still alive. But a nurse lost her life. Then on top of that, the facility didn't even pay for the funeral. It's a cold game, ladies and gentlemen. This is a cold game. The facility didn't even pay for the funeral because the patient, who was one of those patients that tries to escape, and when you working in these facilities, you be short staffed and you can't be everywhere. And I know they don't like for you to say short staffed, but the truth is the truth. You have over 100 and some odd patients in a building and only got 4 staff. You did 4 seniors and, well, 6 and 2 nurses and stuff like that. And that's the stuff I be talking about. And she lost her life. She lost her life trying to save a patient. And the facility did not even pay for the funeral. As a matter of fact, it was another facility that threw a dinner, a facility that I used to work at, that threw a dinner for her. Oh, this dude straight talking to himself. Boy, man, Lord help us, Jesus. It was another facility that helped pay for her funeral expenses and stuff like that. A facility that I used to work at, one of the best facilities that I worked at. Looking back, hindsight, you know what I'm saying? Um, it was just a crazy thing. But you cannot, avoid danger. Even take you another staff. If you got a resident that's known to be on that tip, I don't need y'all to try to be super nurse. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's not worth it. What up, Eva? What up? Sorry, CJ, I've been MIA. I hate it right now. This SNF ain't it. I hear you. Me. I hear you. Listen, I get it. Cause I'm gonna be honest. The last couple of days in at long term care, it's been rough. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that I can't handle, but it's been rough. And honestly, it's not even so much of the workload and everything like that, but it's more so management and all that kind of stuff. Because when you working with management and management is not doing what they supposed to do, how they supposed to do it, it just makes everything that much more difficult. It makes everything that much more difficult. Just got done with my 316 tire ball. Shout out to Sabrina. Man, y'all getting it though. And this is why I keep saying, like, your why is so important because it's times like this to where your why matters. It is times like this where your why matters, and you have to really put forth that work because you gotta have that why. It's times like this that you remember, you know what, I got such and such to look forward to. Let me do what I'm supposed to do, continue this grind, work until I can't work no more. You just gotta work until it's time for you to be off and do what you're supposed to do. But that's why that mindset is so important. That's why I wrote that book. Because I wanted y'all to understand this is not an easy thing. You have to constantly be flooding your mind with prayer. You dig what I'm saying? You got to constantly be flooding your mind with your reasons why. It really does matter, and people think it don't. Man, it'll take a toll on you. And not only that, not only are you working with patients that may not appreciate you or patients that are toxic, you working with your coworkers that's on the same tip. You got your coworkers that's on the same tip. You dig what I'm saying? Somebody always trying to undercut somebody. Somebody always trying to get somebody else in trouble. Somebody all just the 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 toxicity in nursing. Period. I'm not gonna even say this long term care, but the toxicity in nursing. Period. It's just downright astounding. It's astounding. I've never seen nothing like it. You dig? I've never seen anything like it. And like even in high school, I never saw it in high school. I didn't see it in college. The closest thing I saw was in nursing school, where some of the other girls would get into it with each other. But little did I know that was just a preview of what was to come in this whole nursing game. You did, and there's no getting around it, ladies and gentlemen. But the important part is how you handle the situation. You can be as quiet as you can be. You can stay out of people's business. You can stay out of situations. It's no avoiding it. And that's fine. It's just how you handle it when it comes to you. People are gonna try, especially when you try to stay out the drama, and people know that you try to stay out the drama, they'll try to find a way to put you in it. But it's up to you to be like, nah, I'm straight. I ain't in it. I never said this. I never said that. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fakeness and phoniness. People will talk crazy about somebody and then smile in their face. Like them staff meetings be crazy sometimes. Like I ain't gonna lie, the past couple staff meetings though, it been real. It been very real. Very real. You did. Let me see. You said racist patients. Oh yeah. Very verbally abusive. And see, I told you I don't believe in burnout, but I do understand that people are human. I'm human. It's only so many times that you can get called an N-word, like with most people, and it not bother them. I would be dumb to sit here and say, "Oh, you can't just let it bother you all the time. You can't just let it get under your skin and all that." That's not realistic. It's something. It does something to you when you're trying to take care of a person that's constantly berating you, belittling you, calling you names, maybe trying to physically assault you and all that kind of stuff. And even if they old, it takes a toll on people. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? And me, like, I understand, you know what I'm saying, from a scena's point of view, why it's extra hard on them because, like I said, they are doing ADLs. They are doing, you know what I'm saying? They are assisting them with dressing, feeding, wiping themselves, cleaning up, and everything like that. And it's easy to say, well, you have to understand they are not in their right mind. It's easy to say that because I say that and I understand that sometimes you ain't trying to hear it, but you have to take into consideration that that is the case. But it's cool to take a break, though. It's cool to take a break. Currently in day 2 of 4 CNA clinical. Can't wait to get done so I can apply to nursing school. Okay, do your thing, dear. Do your thing. Get it done. Do what you got to do. For real, for real. But the tough skin, man, is absolutely real. You gotta have it. You gotta have a mindset. Cause I'm telling you, it's just like a talk. I don't know. It's just like something about it. You have to stand up for you and big on my. Yes, that's one thing too. And don't trust nobody. You can't. You gotta really just keep stuff at arm's length. Yeah, it's cool to conversate and all that kind of stuff. That's bound to happen. You dig? But you can't really trust cats like that though. You know what I'm saying? You can't really trust cats. And you gotta worry about you. Staff meetings will test your professional gangster. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie though. Like I don't like going to staff meetings, but I like going to staff meetings because it's usually full of bull ish. But I do like going to staff meetings because I get to see the phoniness right in my face. Like it's so crazy. I get to see the phoniness right in my face. Mm. And then like it ain't nothing worse than like scary management. Management who's scared of their staff. Like in my area, like I've seen this before throughout my career, especially like with Caucasian managers, and they have a lot of black staff and they have a lot of black female staff. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the Caucasian managers, they'll hire, they'll try to hire like other black women, the ghetto other ghetto black women to keep the other little black women in line. Like I've seen that too. And that's a crazy thing because it never works. It really never works, but you'll be surprised though. I've seen that on many occasions. Many occasions. And then, you know, the black girl that they hire, you know, she's supposed to be the big bad niggers to keep the other niggers in line. And it never works out. Cause man, like as a manager, you cannot be scared of your staff. Like that's wild to me. How are you scared of your staff as a manager? Why did you even sign up for the job? You did? I'm all off schedule though. So let me finish. You said, do LTC facilities have security? Hospitals do. Just wonder. I think I've seen one with a security person. No, I've been to like two, and I've seen security at a couple. Yeah, at two. Yeah, that's crazy. But let me finish this article. It says according to the probable cause statement, approximately at 3:19 a.m. Oh, I got into that part. Yeah, I got into that part. The resident told the cops that he had just had enough and just snapped. He tired of it. He tired of the games and he just snapped and he just started slapping nurses all willy nilly. That's what he told the police. He just started slapping nurses all willy nilly because he just sick of it. A lot of these people don't want to be in these places, man. A lot of these people do not want to be in these places. It's crazy. It says officers located nurse hiding in the room with a large cut on her cheek and a lot of blood on her face. She also has several bite marks on her face and her neck and other cuts. So yeah, he lit and he went he got in that butt. He did the business on her. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. This must have been a black nurse because I haven't heard much media coverage from her. And I hate to say that, but she must have been a black nurse. And I haven't heard that much coverage. I only found the article because I went looking for the article. Because you know when that nurse that got into that accident, you know that sister that got into the accident, and you know unfortunately a lot of people lost their lives, but that was all over the news. That made like mainstream news. You dig? So I'm just assuming though. I'm just assuming. I don't know for sure. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. It says the nurse told the officers when she went to the medication room, she found the resident who was upset and said he was searching for his money. When she tried to assure him that no one took the money, he accused the nurse of stealing the money. And that's another thing too. They are going to have to, these facilities are going to have to start regulating. I mean, and I understand these people have rights and everything like that. And when these people do, and see, I'm just all over the place, but it's just so much to say on this topic. When these facilities start admitting residents, they need to stop lying and telling their staff that these people are ANO times four. That is a lot. Most of these people, especially nowadays, is not true. A lot of these residents are not ANO times no four. Highly confused, highly demented, anger issues, psychological issues, mental disorders, all types of stuff. But sometimes you'll tell your staff just anything so they'll feel all right. And then the people that's doing the admitting, they don't have to deal with the ramifications of just accepting anybody into a facility. This ain't all people that do that, but I'm just speaking about the ones that do. These people will go and get these patients knowing good and well that they are a danger to their staff and not care because the management at the end of the day don't have to deal with it. They don't have to deal with it. And that be a problem. And see a lot of nurses in the nursing home don't feel safe. That's why they be calling off. That's why they don't want to take getting abused and getting hit on and everything like that. I have I have everybody's not like me. You dig what I'm saying? First of all, I'm over 200 pounds, 200 over 250 pounds. I'm a solid guy. I'm strong and I'm a male. So I got that going for me. Everybody not built like that. All the it's majority women, and a lot of them don't feel safe because there's some big dudes up in these facilities. We just had somebody who was about 6'3", 6'4", big dude. He was intimidating to a lot of the seniors and a lot of the nurses because he's a male. He was a man. And they like, if he snapped, the only person that could do something is me. Because it's another, we got one more male nurse in our facility, but you know, he ain't, I mean, that's no shit, no shy at him, but I'm just keeping it real. But he cool though. He cool. So, but yeah. So I be understanding why these nurses be calling off sometimes. I don't be tripping. I mean, like I said, regardless, I'ma still do me. I have to do me. But I do understand it. I get it. Don't nobody go to work every day to get cussed out and slapped and hit and kicked and punched and all that kind of stuff. Who want to go to work and deal with that? There's no protection for your staff. And that's why people are finding different jobs. I'm telling you, man, like that bedside, it's not easy. You did? I told my staff the truth. I became, you said you became targeted because I pushed back on the admissions as a DON. Shout out to Empress. Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all just want to admit anybody for the paper. It's a cold game. It's truly a cold game at every level. It's about the money. This is why I cannot stand it. I can't stand. Let me not say I can't stand it, but it really does irritate me when once again these goody two shoes come in and say, "Stop getting into the field for the money. Stop getting in for the money." It's always been about money. Why you can't see that? Why you can't see that? It's always been about money. Stop getting in for the money. All y'all want is the Stanley Cup, and you in it for the money. You know how stupid you sound when you say that. That's the reason you here. You sound stupid when you say stuff like that. Stop doing it for the money. Oh, I hate when cats talk like that. That irritates my soul. But yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm here for the money. Yo, finally caught a live past my RN and Clex. About to get into management. Congratulations. Congratulations. Shout out to you. Shout out to all my people knocking out that NCLEX. It's a beautiful thing, man. And like I said, it's so many things. Like I've been really over the last couple of weeks, I really been starting to open my mind up to doing different things within nursing. Once I get my RN and everything like that. Like I've been really opening up my mind and really just keeping my eyes open. I was talking to a couple hospice nurses last night and the other day. We had a hospice nurse come in yesterday and she was just saying how much she loved it. You know what I'm saying? She liked working with hospice patients, and it's not difficult. It's not you ain't got to deal with the stuff you got to deal with in long term care. I'm definitely might be opening myself up to explore some different things. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not finna sit here and lie to y'all, man. For real, for real. I'm so serious because the ish can get crazy real quick. I'm trying to tell you, man. We'll get back to the article in a second, though. But I've been really exploring my options, man. Only thing is, I want to still be able to control my schedule. Because if I can't control my schedule, I might as well stay where I'm at, doing what I'm doing. Because it's all at the end of the day, it's about the freedom. Because I can take it. Yeah, I'll get irritated, but I can do it. It's about that freedom and transitioning into something, to where it's giving me financial independence and financial freedom because I ain't worried about it. But if I can't control my schedule, y'all can keep it. Long term care, I'm always gonna be able to control my schedule. I'm always gonna be able to control my schedule. And if that just means staying at the bedside, then so be it. So be it. Cause I can't do it, bro. I can't risk. I can't sacrifice my autonomy. I live to go on vacation, bro. I live to travel. I live to see the world. I live for that, so I ain't giving that up to be working a regular 9 to 5, and I can't stay gone weeks at a time. Oh no, I'm straight. I'm straight on that. Long term care is where I'll be if that's the case. But I know it's a lot of. I know or long term care slash the bedside. In them hospitals and stuff like that. That's just where I have to be. You dig? Shoot, I'm dead serious because it's starting to get really real out here. For real. As soon as I get to a stop, y'all, I'm gonna look at some of y'all comments real quick. Can I get 29 likes? There's 29 people in here. Can I please get 29 likes? It'll help me out greatly. It would definitely help me out greatly. Let me see. I'll get these. But yeah, what up, my brother? I appreciate it, bro. Learn from your LPN. You said learn from. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm in long term right now. Okay, yeah. So you about to get into management? What you trying to do? Like an A9 position, a or DON position, something like that? I'm trying to get that cracking. Cause I'm trying to tell you, bro, or sis, whichever one. I don't know. I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, so forgive me. I'm not trying to misgender nobody, so I just couldn't tell by the name. So forgive me. Either way, but whatever you're trying to do it. Just make sure you getting what you need out of it. Make sure you get what you need out of it, and don't let them work you. You work that. It's an even exchange. Keep it straight business. Don't let your personal Don't let your personal interfere with what the business is. And that be a lot of what a lot of nurses get caught up in that too. Man, they be trying to guilt cat like when nurses call in, they be trying to guilt cats in the stand sometimes. Ain't no way you can guilt me. So I done did my 12 hours. I'm good. I'm straight. Can't guilt me at all. So they be trying it though. They be definitely trying it. That don't work for me. Let me see. See what y'all said. You said I'll be an RN supervisor for the moment and go from there. And I'm a man. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you, homie. I just couldn't tell from your screen name. I couldn't tell from the screen name. Let me get back. Let me get back in the article. So once the patient, so once the patient realized he couldn't find his paper, his money, he accused the nurse of stealing and proceeded to beat the brakes off of her. They say he allegedly asked the nurse if she wanted to be deleted. Asked her if he was ready to be deleted because he was going to delete her. And y'all know what that means. He said he then they said he began to choke the nurse. He began to choke the nurse and slammed her head into the wall, according to the police. He punched her in the face and continued to kick her until she managed to get away and hid in another resident's room until the police arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, until the police arrived, he almost unalived that woman, unalived that nurse. And see, this is why. See, this is what the nurse haters, the people that always hate on nurses no matter what they do, this is the type of stuff they don't see and they don't acknowledge. This is the type of stuff the type of things that nurses go through that they never acknowledge. They don't acknowledge the abuse and everything like that the nurses do to get their check. They think a nurse is just all about the check. All right, cool. You may think that, and that may be the case with some, but acknowledge the ones that's going through hell and back just to get their money. You gotta acknowledge them, but they won't. They won't, because 9 times out of 10, those nurses not complaining. They taking their lickings and they keeping it pushing. It is what it is. They taking it and they keeping it pushing. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would definitely. I don't know. They're gonna have to do something. Like I would try to file a lawsuit or something. But I bet you that facility ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna probably send her a get well soon card and keep it pushing. And they probably gonna try to get him back if he don't go to jail. If he don't go to jail, they're probably gonna try to get him back. They say he was born in 1952 and he has a history of violent offenses, including an arrest for first degree, murder, according to a probable cause statement. He was taken to a hospital in St. Louis for medical evaluation. Well, it will be determined if he is fit for confinement. Sounds like a bunch of bush to me. Why would y'all take a person? See, this is what I mean. Why would, again, y'all, you gotta be careful. These facilities, why the hell would y'all take a resident into y'all facility that has been known, that has a history of violent cases and has been arrested for the attempted deletion of somebody? This is what we dealing with. Why don't we want to talk about this, but you mad at a nurse because she done bought her a Birkin bag? Huh? Yes, I understand that all nurses are not good, but all of them ain't bad either, and some of them go through a lot. This is the stuff I'm talking about. You want to admit, these people, again, this is business, once again, but we got to wrap our heads around the fact that this is straight business, and it's always going to be business. Clearly, the corporate knew about this person's background. The admissions knew about that man's background. The social worker knew about that man's background. Everybody knew. They did a thorough background check before he entered in that assisted living facility. And they say assisted living on the article. I don't believe it was assisted living. That had to be a nursing home. And if it was assisted living, it probably wasn't worth much. I can promise you that. It probably wasn't worth much. Because most assisted living facilities is private pay. And most private pay people, they ain't doing all that. They ain't doing all that. I can guarantee you that. They ain't doing all that mess. Beating on nurses and stuff like that. Oh, man. All I'm saying is, thank God it wasn't me. Thank God it wasn't me. You said, dang, what is security at? CJ, should I get my liability insurance as a nurse? Heck yeah. Get you some malpractice insurance, liability insurance. Why? Absolutely. Why do you still want to be a nurse? I was in school and I decided to take an early retirement at 38. Why not? I mean, it's a good job. It's a good career. It's freedom. Why not? Yo, CJ, how long should I wait after completing the LPN program to transition into the RN program? A lot of people ask me that question. I'm gonna say it's really up to you, man. That's really your discretion. I would say at least have you some money saved up and be able to pay for your whole tuition if you need to, or I would say at least have $10,000 saved up before you go. At least, you want to, at least, to me, at least have 5 figures saved up before you go. But that's really up to you. Some people go straight to it. Others wait a few years. Some people might wait a decade. It's really up to you. When your life is appropriate for you, appropriate enough for you to go. Geez, dude has a history of violence, right? Drugged up 24/7. Can I ask y'all a question though? Now I'm gonna go off into a different topic within nursing. But you know what's crazy? And let me know if I'm tripping. You a nurse manager. Yeah, you a nurse manager, the homie I was just talking to. So let me know if this is appropriate. Can I ask y'all a real question? Have y'all ever witnessed some of y'all CNAs and even nurses come into work with a bonnet on and leave the bonnet on the whole day? Do y'all feel like that's appropriate? Because I know you can't do that in the hospital. And I'm not talking about the nurse cap that looks like a nurse cap I'm talking about a straight bonnet, like a bonnet. Do y'all think that's appropriate, or am I tripping? Because I think it's highly inappropriate at work. Now I know with the nursing facilities in the hood and all that kind of stuff, they get away with it, and maybe they get away with it in a hospital too. But I don't. I think that's highly inappropriate. Highly. But is that lame of me to feel like that? Is that me being a square? I think that's very inappropriate. When you come to work in the medical field, just with your bonnet on. I don't know. I think that's crazy. I think that's absolutely crazy. Hey y'all, just got off night shift. What's up? What up? What up? Said I'm not a nurse, but it's highly inappropriate. That's what I said. You said unsanitary as well. You said, hey y'all, just got off night shift. What up, Queen Butterfly? It's not appropriate. It's bedroom attire. Good morning, y'all. What's cracking? Looks unkept. Man. Okay, so it's not me. It's not just me. I just feel like that's 3080 y'all. Hey, make sure y'all go to the highvaluenurse.com and get the book, The Ultimate LPN Mindset. Go get you a shirt off of there. Make sure y'all go and support that store. You did. I had a bonnet but played it off as a nurse cap. I work in the trenches though, and I'm the baddest there. Ooh! Uh-oh, Sabrina says she the baddest one there. Sabrina, don't lie. You know you ain't play it off as no nurse cap. You probably had on a SpongeBob bonnet and was just passing your meds. And then you probably said, and who gonna check me? Y'all love saying that. And who gonna check me? That's your favorite thing to say. Bringing home all them germs back to your home. The bonnet ladies, no, say it ain't so. Not the bonnet though. Bonnet at the nursing home. The nursing home bonnets, man. Sabrina say, who gonna check me though? That's what you be saying. And who gonna check me? That's funny. That's funny. But I just be like, man, and management allow it. They allow it. What can I say? I don't say nothing. I mind my business. I just talk to y'all about it because we family, but I mind my business. Management don't care. They like shit. We just happy they came to work today. We short. We don't care. We don't care what they wear. I ain't gonna cap. Sometimes on midnight, I done came in with a do-rag on, some sweatpants. I ain't gonna lie. I done did that a couple times on the midnight shift. I would never do that on day shift. I would never do it on days though. Mm. But yeah. Excuse me, y'all. My fault. I went down the wrong way. I need some water. But yeah. They comes up in there with it. One time I seen a DON. Almost hit a turkey, y'all. He said no. He said no scrubs. Hold on. My bad. My bad. My bad. I don't know what that was. I had to drink some water. You said keep up with the live, CJ. They keep me awake. I'm gonna try. Yo, can I just talk to y'all real quick about something that don't got nothing to do with nursing? I gotta get y'all opinion on this. Did y'all see? Did y'all see Drake? Have y'all been keep? And I know this dumb, but I just gotta talk about it. Did y'all see the Drake beef that's going on with Kendrick and Drake and J. Cole? And then you got Chris Brown. And I just real quick to my hip hop fans in there. Then you got Chris Brown dropping the diss on Quavo. What is going on, real quick? What's going on? What's really going on in hip hop right now? Like for real, for real. I just had to bring that up. I had to bring that up real quick. Chris Brown got extremely disrespectful with his diss. And I don't even like to promote violence, but Quavo gonna have to fight him now. He's gonna have to fight him. It's no more rap at this point. I don't even want to promote that. I'm changing my life. I'm giving my life to Jesus. But I ain't. Quavo will have to see him. And the sad part is, I don't think Quavo could beat Chris Brown up. I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think Quavo could beat up Chris Brown. But the diss records have been. I haven't been this excited about hip hop in a long time. I haven't been this excited in a minute, but I'm good. I'm good now. You said right, they going crazy, and they going crazy. It's like a hip hop Royal Rumble right now. The WWE, it's going wild. You said Taylor Swift beefing with Kim Kardashian. What? You said they jealous of Drake. He's the only one making money and getting his music played. I don't know why they all on the light skinned dude, but Drake done had his foot on their necks the last couple weeks though. And I'm like, okay, Kendrick, you started this, bro. Where's you at? Drake done dropped 2. And I'm not the biggest Drake fan, but when it comes to this beef stuff, Drake shows up. When it comes to on wax, beefing on wax, on diss records and all that, Drizzy shows up. I gotta take my hat off to Drake. I don't understand what's going on. Like, where the heck, Kendrick, you started it. And Drake done dropped 2 on you. 2, and the last one was just very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I don't know what's going on in rap right now. Team Light Skin is up right now. Chris Brown is on Quavo neck, and Drake is on like 4 other dudes' necks right now. What is going on? Y'all got dark skinned dudes looking crazy right now. I think it's all of it. Like, honestly, I think it's all a distraction. Though I think they all friends. I just think they all tried to come up with a plan for record sales. But anyway, I just had to talk about that real quick. Real quick. I think Chris was more about that life for real. A lot of people play Drake music. Chris Brown. He said Taylor dissed Kim K. Wow, that's wild. But anyway, y'all, let's get back to business though. Let's get back to business. I just had to bring that up though. Let me see. I took the street home today. I just wanted to pay attention to the scenery. Sometimes you just gotta, if you like where you live, if you like the area you live in, it's okay to just drive around and pay attention to the scenery. I like to do that from time to time because I really do enjoy where I live. I like where I live a lot. Only bad thing about where I live is the wintertime. The wintertime is the only thing I don't like about where I live. But besides that, if this was, if Michigan could stay like 75 degrees all year round, I would probably never leave. And they had more things to do, I would probably never leave. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I would probably never leave. I'll just probably be just chilling. Chilling. I really do like where I live at. It's quiet for the most part. We ain't really never had no issues. You did, like, it's straight. But I'm pretty much finished with the nursing topic for the day. So whatever y'all want to talk about now, it's an open discussion. But I want to go live tonight. I plan to go live tonight from the house, from the studio, and we're gonna talk about some nursing stuff from there as well. But whatever y'all want to discuss, we can definitely do it. Right now, got about got about 13 minutes till I head home. So right now it's just a free for all. It's just a free for all right now. But I'm thinking about. I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm thinking about putting together a group cruise for the people that support this channel. I'm really thinking about it. And if not a cruise, like a group vacation, meeting up in like a all inclusive resort, but something nice, something real fly, something real nice, a nice retreat to where we can just sit back, relax, kick it, exchange. We can get a think tank going on, exchange knowledge and information and all that kind of stuff. I really been considering that. And it don't have to be a lot of people. It really don't, because I'm not really a host like that. So it don't have to be a lot of people. I know some people, they want a whole thing. I ain't really with all that. I don't need no thousands of people. Just a few. Just a few. You dig? I'm thinking about putting something like that together. We gonna see though. You said, have I encountered nurses that watch everything you do, and if you take a 45-minute to an hour break, they report you when they take five? Man, yes. Heck yeah. I have definitely encountered nurses exactly like that. Yes, yes, yes. Um, but for the most part, management don't care. Management don't care. They just happy you there. And the people who act like that and the people who do that, they know, management know who they are, and they always doing stuff like that. 9 times out of 10, they really don't have nothing going on. They really don't have nothing going on for themselves, and that's why they do what they do. You know, that's just a part of the game, though. I don't need a lie to you. It's really just a part of the game. Those people are haters. They born haters. I'm telling you, I have people hating on me just because I live my best life. And the fact, what's funny about that? I never brag about my trips, my vacations. I never brag about anything I do. I don't talk about this YouTube channel when I'm at work. I don't talk about my TikTok. It's just that I've gone viral a couple times on TikTok, and now people are starting to recognize me, like from my job, and they're at my job and stuff like that. So, once they see one video, people start to do research on you, see what else they can find. And my links to my other stuff, like my Traveling Heartbeats YouTube channel, y'all go support that, because the revamp of that is coming very soon. But once they find out that I'm on the internet and I kind of post stuff in my life and I show my trips and I talk about nursing, either people come really infatuated with it, or they don't like it at all for whatever reason. And it's just like I never bring it up. They the ones that always bring it up. And I'm not ashamed of what I do. I'm not ashamed of what I've accomplished. I'm not ashamed of none of that. And if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. We can definitely talk about it. They love it. They favorite questions. Where you going this month? Oh, well, thanks for asking. I'm going here, here, here. We taking a cruise there. We're getting on the Sun Princess, and the princess holds this many people, and this and that, and this and that. Oh yeah, I'll definitely talk about it with you now. I'm not ashamed. I just don't be bringing it up because it's really unnecessary and it's nobody's business. But shoot, yeah, they out there though. You definitely gonna have your haters. That's just the part of the game, though. Now if it get to the point to where that person start jeopardizing your license and all that kind of stuff, then we got a real problem then. Peter, man, you late, bro. We almost an hour in. We talked about that at the beginning. But a nurse got beat up in Missouri, New Haven, Missouri, and he beat the brakes off of her, which is crazy. And he has a history of beating the brakes off people, and they did nothing about it. They admitted him to the facility because they probably got a lot of money for it, and it was what it was. All right, so it looks like I might have to go in and do it. I gotta get some gas, y'all. I wanted to do the pump out here, but I might have to go in and do it. This one talking about printing receipt, but yeah, they beat her up. They beat her up, and we talked about that a while ago. Now we just talking about random stuff, but they put it out there though. Yeah, I'm at the gas station right now. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. How you doing? Can I get a 20 on 7, please? Yeah. Are you good? Should I go to a different one?
Wait, is the handle still up?
No,
Let me try on this side.
it says print and receipt when I looked out
Okay,
there.
you might want to pull another pump out. I'm sorry about that. Somebody must have, I apologize.
Oh no, you good. All right, I'll post another one. I'm glad I'm off today, y'all. I'm glad I'm off today. So, but yeah, but I think that's pretty much it, man. That's all I got for this morning. I'm about to go ahead and get me some gas and then go home. I'm like right up the street from my house now. I appreciate y'all tuning in on this live, rocking with me, chatting with me. Y'all didn't have to be here, but you could have been anywhere in the world. You sound like you from Toledo. I'm from Detroit. I'm not that far from Toledo. I'm like an hour away. I'm like an hour away from Toledo. I'm not that far. So yeah, that could be why. Could definitely be why. See if this pump works. I didn't know I had an accent. Let's see what we gonna do. Okay, this one seemed to work. What up? What up? Cruz Bolero, what's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? I'm just getting some gas at the moment. We at the gas station on this beautiful day. You dig? Hold on. I'm let y'all see this. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. How the AAA man gonna have problems starting his car? That's the AAA man car right there. He's supposed to be helping people, and his car ain't starting. His car sound crazy. He's supposed to be helping people. Now, if I call him, because my car acting up and his car acting up, now we both messed up in the game. What up? What up, Shelton and Key? What's cracking? Yeah, I'm gonna go live tonight. Why do people pump their own gas in America? Don't y'all have attendance? Nah. Clearly not. Nah, I ain't never seen an attendant. Not since I've been here. They exist, I'm sure, but well, they got them in Africa. Y'all got attendants over there in Africa to pump the gas for y'all. That's hot. That's straight. That's real straight. Shoot. Let me see. Shout out to YFC in the building. Cruising. We finna go on a cruise. YFC too. We doing a 2 week cruise on the Princess. Enchanted Princess. Woo! Princess got these new ships called the Sun and Star Princess. Oh my God. What? I seen that the other day. I said, oh, that bad boy fire right there. I can't wait to get on her. Y'all better start going on cruises. Don't let these people scare y'all. The attendants in New Jersey. Oh, okay. Shout out to New Jersey. They pumping New Jersey. Okay, shout out to New Jersey. Newark is one of my favorite airports. Newark is definitely one of my favorite airports. In certain states, it's illegal to pump your own gas. Is that true? I did not know that. And what states are those? Shout out to Spinderella coming in with the facts. Back in the day, we had them, but that stopped in the late 80s, early 90s. Some Princesses fire. That bad boy look crazy right now. Like that Dome Theater looking very delicious right now. Let me see. Let me see. Which cruise would you recommend to go to Jamaica with other islands included? Uh, Not MSC. That's for sure. Don't ever get on nothing called MSC. The wackest cruise line on earth. Don't do it. Probably trying to take Jamaica off rip. We've only been to Jamaica on. No, we were on. No, we did the our last cruise. We went to Jamaica, but we did Falmouth. We did the Carnival Horizon. Um, then before that, we did the MSC when we went to Jamaica. But I wouldn't. Jamaica was cool. Ocho Rios was nice, but I wouldn't ever recommend getting on MSC. MSC is trash. I got out to pump gas in Atlantic City with my homegirl. That gas station attendant came running over to us saying, yelling at us saying, get back in our car. Wow, I did not know that. I ain't never chilled in New. Well, I don't see when I go out of town. I don't rent cars. I don't drive when I'm out of town, so I usually just take a Uber or a Lyft everywhere I go. I fly to Newark to go to Africa. Yep, it's easy to get around. Newark is definitely one of my favorite airports for sure. What part of Africa you be going to? What country in Africa you be going to? Carnival. I'll say this about Carnival. We got a Carnival cruise in August. Our next cruise will be platinum. If you're going to do Carnival, you have to get on a newer ship, either the Mardi Gras, the celebration. Yeah, either the Mardi Gras or the celebration or the Jubilee. Jubilee is their newest ship. They're the XL mega ships. Get on those ships and make sure it's either 7 days or longer if you want to avoid some of the bull ish. You dig? I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all on this channel. If you want to avoid the ghetto-ness, normally trips longer than 7 days weeds out a lot of the ghetto ish. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna keep it real on this channel. Now, if you going now, it just depends on what you're looking for though. Some of y'all want to go on there for the ghetto turn up. And that's cool if that's what you want to do. Normally the 3 to 4 day cruise is people call the booze cruise is people trying to get on there and get wasted, get jacked up, trying to meet, trying to smash, trying to do all that stuff. If you trying to be on that tip, then that's the cruise. That's the good amount of time for you. Them quick Bahama cruises, yeah. But me, no. Me and my girl are way past that, and we like long cruises. You said ever been to the grill? No, we have not. See, I was trying to educate CJ on the gas attendant game, but he was hating on me. I wasn't hating, I just didn't know. I go to Ghana. Okay, okay. Shout out to Ghana. Good morning, Ma. Good morning, good morning. Let me see. Good morning. So, CJ, are you using nursing to make money to fuel your interest and passion? Is it that much money in nursing? Yes, and yes. It's a lot of money in nursing. And yes, I'm using nursing to yeah, what you just asked is yes, both yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm using it to fuel my passion and I'm using it to make a lot of money. 100%. And to all you new nurses with no kids and everything like that, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Go travel the world a couple times before you go have a kid or two. Enjoy it. Facts. Carnival XL class ship hits differently. CJ, when you coming to Ghana, man, I would love to come to Ghana. Shout out to Ghana. I would love to come to Ghana. I can't wait to take a cruise in Africa. My grandfather is from Liberia. I think that's East Africa. He's from the country of Liberia. Shout out to Africa. You are correct. I've been on a long cruise. It's way different than the short ones. Way different. More older people. Like on this cruise, me and my lady about to go on. It's probably gonna we probably gonna be some of the youngest people on it. It's a 14-day cruise. Princess is known for like an older crowd. We're probably gonna be some of the youngest people on the ship. So, but that's our speed. We like that. We don't have to turn up every day. It's days that we don't even come out our room. But that's just how we cruise though. It's days to where we don't even come out our room and we just sit and we order room service and watch movies or, play Uno or whatever. But that's just how we cruise though. That ain't everybody. That's why we like balconies. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'll take a nap on my balcony in a heartbeat. That's why like when we do carnival now from now on, I do the Havana suite. We did the Havana cabin on Horizon. It was trash. Trash. I will never step foot on Horizon. I ain't gonna say never, but I'm gonna do everything I can not to ever step foot back on that ship. For me to step foot back on the Horizon, it would have to be amazing, and I mean amazing itinerary. It would have to be an itinerary that I just could not turn down. I'm telling you, for me to step foot back on the Horizon ship, it would have to be an itinerary that I just could not refuse. I don't ever want to get back on the Horizon ever again. That ship is not even 5 years old, and they've run that ship completely to the ground. It looks terrible. It looks like it's a 30-year-old ship. Horrible. I ain't gonna say never, but I really do not want to step back on the Horizon. If I never see that ship again, I'll be okay. Ever, 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 ever. We had a Havana cabin. It looked like it was 15 years old. And that ship not even 5 years old yet. You said I'm American. I just use my Ghana name when I can. Okay. Shout out to all my Ghanaian people. TJ, what's your thoughts on Royal Caribbean? I love Royal Caribbean. Shout out to Royal Caribbean. The first time I went on Royal Caribbean, I didn't really have a good time. The second time I went on Royal Caribbean, I had a blast. We did Icon of the Seas and we had a blast. Shout out to your favorite couple. We met them on there. Had a blast. I love Royal Caribbean. I ain't got no problem with Royal Caribbean. I love Coco Cay. Coco Key, that's their private island. You know what I'm saying? I love Royal Caribbean. I absolutely love Royal Caribbean. I ain't got no smoke with Royal Caribbean. I ain't got no problem with Royal Caribbean at all. Love them. My favorite cruise line is Celebrity, though. That might change when we get on Princess, though. I don't know. It could change because I ain't heard nothing but great things about Princess. I ain't heard nothing but great things about them, so that might change. We gonna see though. I have my LPN interview tomorrow morning. Application in. Shout out to Glow. Shout out to Glow with her application in the building. Yes, Royal Caribbean is where it's at. Celebrity by far is my favorite cruise line though. Hands down. Hands down. Celebrity by far is my favorite cruise line. They make you feel like you at the Grammys when you on Celebrity. I'm talking about we went to the captain's whatever it was called. They had the real nice band. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. That's how much I love cruising. They had the jazz band playing, they had the lights going off and stuff. Everybody draped in their gowns and everything. It's like a little red carpet. You got people going around you serving hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. Stuff you ain't never heard of. It looked like we was at the Grammys. I thought we was at the Grammys or the Oscars or something like that. Celebrity hands down. Hands down. So CJ, right now I work as a correctional officer making 8 grand a month. I'm 20, live with my parents. I'm gonna go to nursing, but the first 2 years is prerequisite. I can stop work, do those, or leave. No kids, no bills either. Shoot, man, I would just knock it out. Go to school. You making good money right now as a correctional officer. Break your parents off some paper. Knock it out. Go to school, finish, and do what you do. Don't have no kids till you 30. Keep condoms on you at all times, but try to find you a good woman. But I understand how it is, and don't even think about having no kids till you 30. Sounds like CJ got robbed on that ship. No, I ain't get robbed. I loved it. Hey CJ, just wanted to thank you for inspiring me to attend LPN school. God willing, I'll be starting this summer. We gonna pray. You gonna get it. Do you stop at different ports? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Do shopping. That's where I get all like my little fake stuff from. Like I got this fake Louis wallet from a port. Nigga tried to sell it to me for $30. I said, bruh, knock it off. I give it to you. Give it to me for about 20, but 30, no. He said, okay, my friend. He gave it up. He said 35. What? No, sir. Ain't no way I'm paying that. I would have paid it though, cause over here it's like 400. I would have paid it though, but I said no, I'm straight. He said, oh. No, 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 my friend. Come here. We'll talk. We'll talk. We can talk. It's not guaranteed. This has an erase, so it's not permanent. Yeah. I said, okay, let's talk. You did. And then if you give me a good price on this, I might go buy something else. Gotta learn how to negotiate. I enjoyed my time on the cruise. It felt great to nap whenever, eat, relax, and events were going on. Yes, for sure. Sucks for me and why I have to do prerequisites before attending LPN school. That's cool. Do what you gotta do. It's gonna go by. So should I just quit and focus on school because people are in the prerequisites and general ed classes, and I wouldn't say quit. I wouldn't say quit your job. Nah, don't quit your job. But if you have to go down on hours or stuff like that, then do that. But I wouldn't quit your job though. Nah, you need some paper. You grown and everything like that. Yeah, you ain't got no bills, but you still want an income coming in. You don't ever want to become totally dependent on your people. You know what I'm saying? Because life happens. So I wouldn't say quit your job. No. If you was a woman, I would tell you to quit your job probably. But a man, nah, you don't want to be walking around here with no job. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, until I'm in the nursing program, yeah, nah, I wouldn't. Nah. You said I play too much. What I do? What I do? So let me ask y'all, why it's a nice amount of y'all in here. If I did do a group trip, would y'all rather it be a group cruise or like a group all inclusive vacation? Y'all let me know. I got 50K saved. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I still wouldn't quit though, my job. Even if I just went down to part time or something like that, I just wouldn't quit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me. You ask me what I would do. I wouldn't just quit. You know what I'm saying? I would just, if I need to just go down a couple days a week, then so be it. But I ain't gonna just quit my job. Queen Butterfly say all inclusive. Let me see. This phone gonna die soon. There we go. You said cruise because you like cruises and they are a bit cheaper for soon to be nursing students. We have to think about them. Nursing students can come when they become nurses. They don't need to be focused on nothing else but nursing school and getting done. When y'all become nurses, y'all can worry about that. Them cruises and them all inclusive gonna be there. Get your credentials first. F a trip. It don't make no sense to go if you broke. We work 16-hour days though. Mm. Mandatory overtime, no flexibility. Even if you tell them you going to school, man, mm, it's probably gonna be difficult for you to find a job you making 8 grand a month. I just You might have to quit that one to do what you need to do, but I wouldn't just not have a job. I would try to find a job or maybe somewhere within your company to where you can go down on hours. I find that hard to believe that they won't even just accommodate you even if you're trying to go to school. You said your favorite cruise line might even give you a discount for a group trip. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. And we could do all that. Yeah, for sure. Cruise 7 days more. Okay. That 50K sounded like it might have to hold you down so you can make time for school. Yeah, yeah, but are you gonna have to pay for school? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of factors to consider. I don't like the fact of not having as a man not having a job. Like that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't maybe because I've always had a job. I just don't like the way that sounds. I don't like the way it sounds a man not having a job if you're not handicapped or if you're not disabled or nothing like that. And I understand sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but I'm just talking me. I don't like not I will have to be at least PRN or something or starting my own business or something. I just don't like the thought of no income coming in. That bothers me a lot. So it sounded like you may just want to quit, which I don't have a problem with if that's what you want to do. I just don't like the sound of a man not having no job. That really bothers me. And especially you being as young as you are, you 20. So I don't like that one bit at all. But you got to do what's best for you at the end of the day, nephew. So you said they might want to trip before they start. Man, CJ, stop wearing that Cowboys hat. Need to put a stop wearing that Raiders hat. Need to put a cowboy hat on. Stop it. Uh, what you sipping? That no, it's a smooth, a little like a pineapple joint. I work 140 hours in 2 weeks. Welcome to my world. My community college program, an ADN only costs 15K whole 3 years. That's beautiful. I'll put it like this. How about this? If you leave on good terms, can you get your job back? Do you think you'll be able to get your job back if you leave on good terms? I don't like the thought of not having a gig because you're gonna get bored. And idle mind is the devil's playground. Yeah, you're gonna be focusing on school, but you ain't gonna be focused on school 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I'm not. I don't want to be a bad influence. I would need a PRN, a contingent, something to where I could pick up if I got a weekend, if I got a weekend from studying or something like that off. I don't know, but that's just me. But if you got your people and you sure they're gonna help you out and all that kind of stuff, cool. I'm not knocking it. Just you got to do what's best for you at the end of the day. You dig? Yeah, that job hating. It's hating for sure. I ain't here making 60 an hour in a jail. That's what's up. That's what's up. 26 doing my prereqs for my RN, and the work life balance feels unattainable with my ADHD. Watch one of your vids on how to survive. I need to sacrifice some more leisure. Yeah, you might have to do that. You might have to do that. You might have to sacrifice some of the things you enjoy. You got a girl you smashing that ain't your wife. You might have to cut her loose for a while. You got video games and stuff like that you like to do. You may have to cut that loose. Hey, even me, I'm sacrificing. When I go back to school, I'm not gonna be traveling like that. I'm not gonna be traveling like that. That's why I stopped watching cruise vlogs for real right now because I'm getting myself. Well, I'm in school mode. My mind is in school mode right now. And if I keep watching cruise vlogs of my favorite vloggers, I'm not gonna ever finish school. So I just had to kind of cut them off for a while, focus on school, and get done what I need to get done. Get through this program. Now that don't mean I'm not gonna travel at all. I'm still gonna travel. You know what I'm saying, in between time. But some of my favorite vloggers doing cruises 4 weeks out the month. You dig what I'm saying? So, and that's the kind of tip I want to be on and I know and the crazy part, I know I could do that. And if I keep watching, I'm never gonna go back to school. So I said, let me put them on pause for a minute. Let me not get influenced, and I'm gonna just go to school, do my thing. I'm gonna sacrifice this some of this year, and do what I got to do. What do you think of home health visits as an RN? I think it's good for the people who like them. I'm not really a fan because I was a home health CNA before, and I didn't like it. I didn't like me in the other people's homes like that because people get real funny style, and I know usually like the nurse, they just come in, do their treatments or do what they do, and they bounce. But um, like being a home health CNA just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. So and I'm sure it's probably totally different as a nurse, but I just don't like the thought of being in other people's cribs like that. So I don't know. Let me see. Let me take this off. I'm gonna take this off real quick, y'all. Hold on. Cause this joint about to die. Can y'all hear me? I had to cut this off. Did the audio go out? Let me know if I'm good real quick, cause I had to plug my charger in for a second, cause y'all coming through with questions right now. Can y'all hear me? Am I good? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I just wanted to make sure y'all can hear me before we start. Okay, I'm good. All right. So you said, should I take my first RN job in long-term care or the hospital? I love how chill long-term care is and hate how strict the hospitals are. I mean, hey, that just depends on your goal. Every RN don't want to be in a hospital. That just depends on your goals. If your goal is to just, work the long term care, then I say go for it. But if your goal is to expand your skills and your, experience and everything like that, then I would say go work at the hospital. You could do both though. You know. Okay. Long term care is awful. However, it might be easier as an RN. It can get bad sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. It can get bad, but that's where the bag at for the LPNs right now, and I go where the money is. So I go where the money is. So you already know. You already know. But y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I've been on this thing for about an hour and a half. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I love y'all. I rock with y'all. Jesus first. I'm holla. Peace.